Do I answer the questions?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Katherine Frey. I am a female from the United States of America. I am 52 years old. I was seeking resurfacing for both hips, although I have only just had the first resurfacing operation done on my right hip. The major factors that allowed me to seek assistance, medical assistance outside of the U.S. was primarily monetary, but it became the fact that this particular doctor is the most proficient of this surgery, perhaps in the world. The Apollo Specialty Hospital is where I have come to have this resurfacing operation done. It absolutely lived up to my expectations, even though at first I did have many fears and doubts and much anxiety of not just traveling outside the U.S., but just to face the operation in general. The doctor, who is Dr. Vijay Bose, was the last person I saw on the day before my operation, in the evening. He was very knowledgeable. I would say knowledgeable from experience. He was very personable. He had a good sense of humor, which made me able to relax a little bit. He showed us the different hip replacement mechanisms so that I could really see what it meant to have a complete hip or this hip resurfacing operation done. And I realized that this truly was the correct operation for me to try for myself at this time. The equipment and technologies at this hospital, I would say, are as good as anything I would expect out of the United States or out of any other hospitals that might have good reputations. The hospital room was clean, neat, and it is a wonderful thing to be allowed to bring someone with you, so that my husband was allowed to be with me in the room with me the whole time, which is very comforting and assuring. I would say very, very minor times of miscommunication, and not usually from actual language, because the people here all speak English, and they speak British English, so they speak it better than we do. I really think that there is almost no miscommunication, and sometimes there might have been an overstaff helping an understaff, if there was anything about that. I would say we did not spend time vacationing in India. We did add a couple days at the hotel where we are right now, just to ensure that I would be strong enough and feel strong enough for the long flight home, which will be about 30 hours. So we have been staying at the Raintree Hotel, and we've had a wonderful time, and every day I am feeling better and stronger. We think that we have probably saved $38,000 by coming here for this, just the one hip. That is not for both hips. That is just for the single hip operation, which I've had at this time. So that would be $38,000 times 2 once we come back later this year for the second hip. So for people such as my husband and myself, that is a vast sum of money for us to have been able to save. We heard about HealthBase online. And I would say my experience with HealthBase has been wonderful. They are efficient, personable, and very quick to respond to any emails or questions, and have even phoned us and talked to us. So I would rate HealthBase services very highly. I would absolutely recommend HealthBase to anyone who needed surgery such as myself, or perhaps even others that I hear about. Based on my experience, for being skeptical, Americans are skeptical, but I would reassure anyone I would know that they would get good care, absolutely incredible surgery proficiency from the surgeons, and incredible care from all the people here. And I would try to alleviate anyone's fears about traveling outside of the United States for any kind of surgery. And I would rate the quality of care overseas absolutely excellent. I have had a wonderful experience. It was very hard for me to get here, but I felt I was funneled into this situation, and now I know it was absolutely the correct thing for me to have happen to me. And I'm feeling great, and this is only day 11 after my first surgery. Thank you very much.
Me in the